we are looking at a galvanic cell. Now a galvanic cell contains, firstly the galvanic cell is going to convert chemical energy into electrical energy. That is, I am not giving any electricity, but the cell will itself produce that electricity. So if I put a zinc rod inside zinc sulfate solution and copper rod inside copper sulfate solution, connect the two with a galvanometer, and also from here I have put a salt bridge to connect the two solutions. That means there is a complete circuit with the help of this salt bridge. As soon as this is done, we see that there is a deflection inside the galvanometer, which proves that there is some current being produced. And also zinc rod starts losing weight and copper rod starts gaining weight. So why is this happening is that the zinc rod is coming inside the solution to form zinc 2 plus ions. Now amongst copper and zinc, zinc is above in the chemical activity series. That is why this undergoes oxidation. Now oxidation means loss of electrons. So it loses electrons and becomes Zn 2 plus ions. Whereas copper ions from the copper sulfate solution start getting deposited at the copper rod. That means the copper rod is gaining weight, whereas zinc rod is losing weight. So while it is losing weight, zinc ions are being produced and there are accumulation of electrons on this rod. Since there is accumulation of electrons on this rod, so it comes at a negative potential. And although it is acting as an anode, but anode in this case is at negative potential. Now whenever we were doing electrolysis, we were saying anode is positive, cathode is negative. It is opposite in this case, and that is because electrons are getting accumulated at the rod which is undergoing oxidation. Now these electrons start moving from the outer circuit and move to the other end, where copper ions gain these two electrons and become copper. So at this end, zinc ions were losing electrons to become zinc 2 plus ions. On this side, copper ions are gaining 2 electrons to become copper. And so that copper gets deposited onto this cathode, and so the cathode starts gaining mass. So we will say that this part was an oxidation part and this is a reduction part. So there are two half cells here. One half cell is showing oxidation, which is anode. Anode is at negative potential. Whereas this part is the cathode. Cathode is gaining mass and this is at positive potential because it is also gaining electrons to become copper neutral. Right? So now to write it down, we'll say Zn minus 2 electrons gives Zn 2 plus ions. Copper 2 plus ions gain 2 electrons to become copper. In short, all of this can be written as zinc is changing into zinc 2 plus ions. This is showing a salt bridge. Copper 2 plus ions are gaining electrons to become copper. Now the purpose of this salt bridge is that the salt bridge is making the solution neutral. It is also connecting the solution, number one. And secondly, on this side, Zn 2 plus ions were coming inside the solution, making this side slightly more positive. So Cl minus ions from here move here to make it neutral. Whereas on this side, copper ions were getting deposited on the cathode. There were less number of positive ion on this side. So the positive ion from here starts moving here to make this solution neutral. So both the solutions become neutral, both the solutions get they are completing the circuit with the help of a salt bridge. Now if you are being given this form, if this form is given and change them into the equations, then you will write the equation that this equation is taking place at the anode. Zinc is changing into zinc 2 plus ions. So zinc minus 2 electrons becomes zinc 2 plus ions. Whereas at the cathode, copper 2 plus ions plus 2 electrons become copper. So in short, we will write down in this way. Plus, if I am saying the electrons are moving in this direction, that means the conventional current is moving from the cathode to the anode. write half cell reaction and net cell reactions. This is the first question given to you. Now conventionally, you should know that on this side is always written the anode and this is always the cathode. So from anode to cathode, flow of electrons takes place, and from cathode to anode, current flows. Right? So now when we are writing half cell reactions, nickel has to be changed into nickel 2 plus ions. So I'll say nickel minus 2 electrons gives nickel 2 plus ions, right? This one is starting from Ag plus, I want to change into Ag. So it is going to gain electron and become Ag, right? Whatever is the charge here, that much negative charge you will give here to make it neutral. Now to write a net cell reaction, I have to equalize the number of electrons. So I'll multiply this one by 2. So if I multiply this by 2, then minus 2 electrons and plus 2 electrons get cancelled. And I'll say it is nickel plus Ag plus ions, this is Ag plus, multiplied by 2 means this is 2 Ag plus ions, gives nickel 2 plus 2 Ag. Which actually means that if I react say nickel with a salt of silver, it can be silver nitrate, it will give me a salt of nickel, which will be nickel nitrate plus Ag. So whenever we write in ions, these are salts. They can be silver nitrate, silver chloride, any compound of silver. This can also be any compound of silver. This whole thing is also telling you that nickel is above silver in the activity series, so it is able to displace a silver from its salt. So that is why you are getting silver here, right? So all this is also proving that which one is higher in the activity series. On this side is always higher and this is the lower one, because this undergoes reduction. On this side reduction is taking place and on this side oxidation is taking place. So oxidation reduction, that is a redox reaction, takes place when any of the galvanic cell is working. Let's look at the second one. So now the second one says chromium to chromium 3 plus ions, salt bridge, then Pb2 plus 2 Pb. Again this side is the anode, this side is the cathode. Oxidation, reduction. So chromium is losing 3 electrons to become chromium 3 plus. Pb2 plus is gaining 2 electrons to become Pb. Okay. Now again I need to write down a net cell reaction. I have to equalize the number of electrons. So I am multiplying the above equation by 2 and the lower equation by 3. So this makes it 6 electrons on both the sides. So I can cancel the equal number of electrons. This is negative, this is positive, so it is 0. So it becomes now 2 chromium plus 3 Pb2 plus ions gives 2 Cr3 plus ions plus 3 Pb. Same thing, chromium is higher than lead in the activity series. Chromium is able to displace a lead salt and change it into lead, right? This can again be as chromium is reacting with supposing lead nitrate solution and changing into chromium nitrate plus lead. So when you balance the equation, you will get the same numbers as you have written above and the equation will be balanced. So it actually, whole thing means, a galvanic cell means that the anode part is the oxidation part, cathode part is the reduction part, and on the cathode the substance gets deposited, whereas here oxidizes and changes into ions.